Welcome back, everyone. And we might end up seeing the very last part of Fallout Nevada here. I ended up saving just in front of the train. We ran out of time just before we started, so I figured this would be a good stopping point. Just to review, we are taking everything. Everything is coming with us. We have pretty much all of the gear that we need. We have the Grizzly power armor. We have Reason, the minigun, and Betsy, the knapsack flamethrower. And Ernest, of course, with his tactical rocket, or more or less a nuke. Let's get into this and see exactly what happens. Let's start the train. The train is ready to go, but you won't be able to overclock it to knock the gate of the hangar. First, find a way to open the gate. Interesting. Anything that we can look at here? Anything that we can find out? Holding shift doesn't really show us anything other than what we can see. There's a container over here that I don't think I've looked at yet. I believe it's just a fridge. Yeah, it's just power cells. We can't pick anything up right now because we are more or less fully encumbered. So I think the key here is going to be this. However, apparently there is a rupture somewhere in the hangar's electrical circuit. That I'm not 100% certain how to fix. If we go back down. Oh, is this it over here? You see wires. Probably they were just taken down and cut in the middle. May there be light, oh holy plutonium. Alright then, I think that's what we needed. Move the fuel barrels to the gate with a crane. And with this, we should be able to blow open. Or actually, better idea. Let's go ahead and save here. Yes, but where is that one shot going? Reminder, we might actually run out of fuel for Betsy. If so, unfortunately we may need to leave Betsy behind. Let's try this. And there we have it. The doors are clear. Go ahead and save train to next, and we are ready to go. Just gained 10,000 experience points. Time to talk to people. I have a suspicion that we were about to see our very first super mutant. In fact, some of the world's very first super mutants. We'll have to see. Anything in these houses? Some crates. And what looks to be a water pump. Ah, this might have been a military installation at some point. In fact, it might have, out of the question. This almost certainly was a military installation. Especially with all of these camps. Landmines. I can't actually pick any of this up right now because we are very well encumbered. Pretty much everything that I have is currently being used for just, well, anything, any ammo that has weight, more or less. The combination of Ernest, Betsy, and Reason take up quite a lot of space. Reason is here just in case we end up trying to one-shot the boss, or if we really need to one-shot something. There is the potential for Reason to just completely obliterate enemies, but we shouldn't need it, hopefully. Of course, as usual, the cars are generating a lot of radiation. There's no one around, and that's worrying. This is a vault? Well, turrets. Old security. Living turrets as well. Rocket launcher over there, but not as powerful as our Ernest. We might want to check that corpse for rockets. Yep, that one has rockets. Rockets are 2 pounds each, if I remember right, so we should be able to pick up 2 of these. Yep. As expected, the turrets will notice me. Great going, wise ass. However, we do have a sneak skill in preparation for something like this occurring. Quite an extensive sneak skill too, at 120%. Might even be able to sneak close enough to use Ernest. Minus 4%. Yeah, that's not happening. We need lights. If we're ever going to hit them from this distance. Which it looks like. Here we have a power switch. And with it, lights. Wires. Can we repair these to bring back all of them? Nope. Actually... yeah, no. Anything here? Some cable. Those 2 entry turrets are going to prove much more of a threat than I expected. With a strength of 9, any jammed doors shouldn't prove to be too much of an issue. Alright. 60%. I'll take it. Yeah. As long as the turrets don't see me before I can fire. There we go. That's one down. What kind of ammo am I using here? Should be armor piercing. Explosive rockets. No. There we go. Hit for 78 hit points. Nice. Switch back to normal rockets. And with the death of those turrets, we should be able to move freely. I wonder what happened to the vault dwellers here. This is a lot different than what I was expecting. An empty vault is not a prison, but it could become one. Go ahead and rest up after that fight. I'm glad that I ended up taking the sneak skill for this because... Oh. We might have some problems. Well, hopefully we find something to help. More dead vault dwellers, some of them a little bit fresher. Most of these are skeletons, but this one over here, it's the Overseer. Is he dead? We'll have to see. A spare stim pack, very useful. And a holotape, a medical report indeed. Let's take a listen to this. Let's see. Medical report. On the mental state of the president's head. We had a conversation with the head of the former president. The conclusions are disappointing. For several years, in the absence of natural human communication, the head has lost control over its fantasies and often takes its thoughts for reality. The head tends to identify with its doll. In addition to the long absence of communication, the cause of aggression is also an overestimated egocentrism. The head needs attention, but since it was not provided, it chooses more and more stringent and cardinal measures to achieve it. I'm afraid in a couple of years the head will become an uncontrollable psychopath. Long-term psychiatric treatment is required. Well, let's talk to the Overseer, shall we? You see, the Overseer of the Vault, Sight, he was probably pumped full of meds or worse. He's out of it, and he can't hear you. It might take a little more than wishes to make him come to. You barely managed to find a vein in the wrinkly hand and inject the stems. Looks like it's working. The Overseer's blind eyes crack open. I can't see. Oh God, who is this? I'm a citizen of Vault City. My name is Pickle Rick. I came to get you out of here. Pickle Rick, I remember you. I remember everything. I didn't wipe my mind yet. Wipe your mind? Why would they do that? What did they need from you? man. Think quick. They need pure bodies. Pure bodies? Well, like those not touched by radiation or mutation, right? You don't understand. They need regeneration. So they stay alive that way, right? They need flesh to replace their own. They must be ancient. How old are they? The Overseer's eyes roll back and foam begins trickling out of his mouth. Hey! Old man! Wake up! With great effort, the Overseer hisses through clenched teeth. There are two. This is a government vault. Yeah, I got that. Who are these two? One was the president. The other, Reaper of Souls. That Reaper, he's quite a character. He can read minds. He knew of your arrival. Well, shit, so he's waiting for me? He's here. I can hear his team. Looks like the Overseer lost consciousness again. Hey, Scorpion Reaper. Looks like we found the Overseer. Hey, you're talking crazy, old man. Don't die, please. Maybe this will be enough. I doubt it. But yeah, how are you doing, Scorpion Reaper? Hopefully well. I might just trigger the trap and hope it doesn't kill me. I was hit for no damage. Alright, more than better than I expected. This corpse is very fresh. Some organs are excised from it with an accurate surgical hand. On Thursday, you're going on a trip? Nice. Ooh. We're gonna need that. A delicate scalpel. And a CL300. We're getting a lot of materials for stim packs. What do we have? Xander root? No Brock flower though. No, we do have Brock flowers. That's more or less useless to us right now. More explosives. Go ahead and take that with us. Grenade rounds. A laser rifle. A lot of rockets. Alright, I'd say the rocket is going to be our favorite weapon from now on. The game is giving me as many as I can carry. So we'll keep Reason around just in case we need something for massive damage. Massive, very close range damage. But Ernest is going to be our go-to right now. What happened to all of these vault dwellers? Let me try one of those real quick. This is the one that I've preferred. I actually made sure that that particular emote was built around those two other emotes, which is why it fits so well. Oh man. Turn that back on. Yeah, that door's not going anywhere. These lockers aren't like other vault lockers. Of course, because this isn't a normal vault. This is a government vault. Interesting that they're giving me combat armor. Everything is so high-end here. This feels very much like the Enclave area, but without as many people trying to shoot you. Have I mentioned how much I enjoyed the background music of Fallout Nevada? It's really good. Alright. Ah. Turrets. Got it. Glad I saved. Two turrets there. Switch up to armor piercing rounds again. So most of our combat here is going to be automated systems, it looks like. Painkillers. Are you doing a live stream tomorrow or another day? So tomorrow is, you can actually see my schedule below, but tomorrow is going to be a different game. That's going to be God of War, the new God of War. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to all of my streams really, but I do stream every day except for Friday. And even then, if I feel like it, I will stream on Fridays. Careful here. Well, I can't one-shot these. I can come very close. I had an indoor garden here. Some of these vault dwellers have knives. They were armed, something that most vault dwellers are not. Uh-oh. I might be dead. Yeah. 297 damage says I'm dead. That is exactly why I saved. Uh-oh. Yeah, as expected. So we can one-shot them. You have to go, I'll see the live stream tomorrow. Well, thank you, Scorpion Reaper. And enjoy whatever you're doing. Damn it. Well, that's not happening. Okay, let's take another look around. The rockets are probably the best way to just wander. Yeah, 2 rockets will take them out pretty reliably. Door is locked. See if we can't open it with our trusty keys. What time am I doing it? Should be the same time as today. So around 7 o'clock PST. You can actually just look down below and it'll tell you how much time from this stream to the next stream. Unless you're on mobile, in which case, well, I mean, it probably doesn't show up, but whatever. Oh good, $100. Oh shit. You can, no, we cannot rest here. Okay. That's fair. Okay, if we drop this one, well, we don't really need to. I'm just going to come back up here and rest a bit. Oh, okay. Can't rest at this location, but we can rest at another location. Here we are. We should be able to rest here. 72 HP is definitely not very much HP for an end of game character, but hey, we can make do. Let's be honest. We're stealthy as all jazz, and I doubt anyone was really expecting a big guns wielder to be, you know, using much stealth. Actually, where does this elevator go? I walked straight past this elevator earlier. Doesn't work. Not much we can do about that. I don't know where the power room is yet. Oh, there's a surveillance screen. The surveillance monitor screens track vault rooms. The screen shows corridors and some public spaces. Examine the second level. On the second level, there are residential and recreational rooms. There's a huge mess in these rooms. Apparently cleaning wasn't conducted in many years. At the end of the main corridor, near the elevator, the wall is collapsed from the blast. Third level. On the third level, there are technical and service rooms, including the overseer's post and power stations. Okay. Fourth level is not monitored. The feel of mystery and malice doesn't leave you. There's 2 here, and the overseer also mentioned a team of some sort. Ah, I figured. That'll kill us. That's why I saved. Yeah, so what we're waiting for on that is a crit, which will usually bypass armor. In this case, doing 613 damage. Uses a lot of ammo, but we've got ammo in reserves, so I'm not too worried about that. Looks like our increased strength is helping us get through these doors. Records of a citizen. Here we are. Records were conducted with variable regularity from several years in the governmental vault. You wrote down only the most interesting fragments. The vault is sealed. July 9th, 2077. The vault is sealed. People have mixed feelings. Some are clearly inclined to claustrophobia, seizures, and are running around in the corridor. Our doctor is constantly overwhelmed with work with such idiots. The vice president, after a mental breakdown, left the dining room in wet pants and for a long time tried to convince everyone that it was spilled Nuka-Cola. By the way, it began to eat away the jumpsuit. I wonder what the cola is made of. Things gradually calmed down. The president ordered to include the creak noise in the center of the lawn, opposite dining room. Now it's nice and peaceful there. All are well accustomed to their rooms and do not want to get out. No one cares about anything, looking only after themselves. With the exception of our guards, those poor guys have to do the exercises every day in the gym. They say Private McKinley refused to get out of bed for the training, and for this the sergeant cut his head off, or his share of Nuka-Cola. Very cruel punishment. Nuka-Cola is causing people to burp and color their tongues red, but no one is even remotely worried about it because everyone likes it. A competition began for the loudest burp possible. Private McKinley is currently in the lead. Although the Private McKinley is a bit behind in the competition, everyone says that his burp, if not the loudest, is the most resounding. The team of musicians is recruiting from the population who will play and sing using only the burp of a very different frequency. I think I'll do well for the task. Damn it. Today we made a general warning that the concert of burpists are henceforth forbidden. Since at such rates of consumption of Nuka-Cola, there simply won't be any left in the vault. It's a pity. After all, the first concerts of the burp singing were successful. Now can we be without their unforgettable composition? Private McKinley came up with a new competition, spitting for a long distance, or long distance expectoration. Damn, this is a great idea. Hope at least this is not forbidden to us. Private McKinley became a victim of his own idea. When trying to spit the cap of a pen, the cap fell into the trachea of the private and he choked. The private said that the case is unique and never happened in his... Wait, the doctor said that the case is unique and never happened in his practice. The doctor refused to pull out the cap. Or cap, that is. Or private. 3 of 6. 3 of 6! Wow. Only the most important bits, you say. Without the private McKinley, it became boring. Therefore, the superintendent ordered to arrange parties in the dining room on Saturdays. Cool. Hope they will give us Nuka-Cola. At the party, the sergeants had too much cola and beat the vice president. The reason was a dispute about whose burp was cooler. The vice president said that his was more sonorous, and the sergeant claimed that his burp worked best. A fight broke out. September 31st, 2077. The sergeant and vice president sat in the dining room at the table, like old friends. Probably that's how it is. August 5th, 2078, almost an entire year later. There are rumors in the vault that the war did not happen. Of course, ordinary people are not allowed to know this, but if so, all this time we were doing nothing. When outside the world lived as before, we need to convene a council so that the overseer explains the whole situation to us. August 13th, 2078. The overseer suddenly announced that the cola synthesizer in the vault was broken, and now we are left without our favorite entertainment. The people are in panic. Wait, if they had a cola synthesizer, does that mean that they wouldn't have run out? It's synthesizing cola. Whatever. I guess it's not synthesizing cola out of nothing. People are tired of waiting, and everyone began to write a petition to the president so that the cola synthesizer would be quickly fixed. August 20th, 2078. Out of nothing to do, residents began to write petitions addressed to the presidents. I also wrote that I want the walls painted in blue, and the neighbor asked for a rope and a piece of soap. Wonder why he needs them. Soap on a rope? Fuck. Why did my neighbor's request... why was my neighbor's request completed, but mine not? I'm disappointed. What do these damn bureaucrats do in the government office? Maybe I should write a petition again. This situation is just crap. Oh. Several years later, the vault was divided into 2 camps. Some defend the sergeant with his policy of staying in place, while others support the vice president, who calls everyone to leave the shelter to help those in need after the war in the outside world. I do not think it's worth sharing our technology with all sorts of radioactive zombies. So far, only the overseer and the president himself remain on the sidelines and are silent about their opinion. March 12th. Almost a month later? Yeah, a little over a month. The fights became so intense that they will soon split the dining room in 2. It's over. This is the end. Today, after a massive drinking of cola and a whole battle between the factions broke out, they fought hand to hand and even with chairs. Why are people so mad? Maybe they had something in it that increases aggression? Those fucking gangs! They got drunk again and had a fight. The sergeant drove a chair over the head of the president himself. Okay. And it fell off. Wait, what? He got decapitated by a chair? What will happen now? March 15th, 2086. The faction concluded a temporary truce to solve the problem of the absence of the president. More precisely, this problem is now solved by the overseer and the doctor. They decided to connect the severed head to the wires and try to revive it. What the hell? We need it anyway. But the idea is interesting. Who would have thought? Today, the solemn launch of the head of the president took place. The first words that the head said when switching on the toggle switches were, "Assholes, where's my doll?" The doll was found in the president's office, and after that, the head calmed down. Everyone was expecting different reaction. The head became unbearable. It turned out that if it had been subjugating computer systems that it had been subjugating computer systems all the time. Now there are ominous jokes coming from the loudspeaker, and the donut machine began to bake donuts in the form of hanging loops. It's time to do something. We're scared to leave our own rooms. So the vault basically... That's it. Everyone's had it with this ugly thing. Tomorrow we will have an open council and decide what to do with this torn off head. The council did not reach a single conclusion. It turns out that we cannot disconnect the head. The head was already so strongly implanted in the vault's network that it began to control even the power supply. Long story short, this problem will remain open. January 10th, 2090, 3 years later. In recent years, we have been sitting in our rooms. Silly jokes of the head were replaced by direct threats. The head complains that we don't listen and don't take care of it, never scratch its feet, etc. It became dangerous. The head is in a state of mental breakdown, like all of us. They say it even controls the security turrets. Is it true? We're leaving. Goodbye, donut machine. Goodbye, Nuka-Cola. I won't ever forget you. So, the vault seems to be controlled by some sort of poltergeist. A disembodied head of the former president of the United States, if I'm reading this right. Curiosity. Yeah, we've still got plenty. Just wanted to check how much ammo we had. This sneak skill is making this much more manageable. Now my question is, this place doesn't seem to have power. Is the head still operational? The head of the former president. And who is the Soul Reaver? And why is it here, of all places? Oh, that turret's dead. Where does the elevator come down? This is the dining room. And we need that special pass, I suspect. Alright, let's start. Attempting a combat maneuver with that. Cool. I assume the first one was hit by a critical. Yeah, 183 points of damage. Should we need ammo, we can always go back up to the next level, or the earlier level. We're actually pretty close to another level up. We're level 16, okay. So our next perk will be in a while. That one had Nuka-Cola on it. The vending machine still has several bottles of soda. To trigger it, you gotta put a coin into the slot. Really? Burgers. I suppose that's not all that surprising. Actually, yeah, let's grab that. Warm and flat. What happens if I drink it? Nothing happens. Huh, some ammo in there. Wonder what the logic of that is. Ah, this is where the elevator comes from. Another stim pack. We'll need this, I think. Laser pistol. Locked. That's not surprising, I suppose. Let me get out my lock picks, and those might help. Unless it's an electronic lock, in which case we need the electronic lock pick. Yeah, it's an electronic lock. That's not giving me the "this cannot be opened" message, so I'm going to assume that we actually can open it. It just takes a bit of luck. There we go. 500 XP. Mid-dats as well. I should have probably brought some buff out. Increasing special stats in this game is like becoming God, more or less. Also, we've been going through missiles quite quickly, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some of the ones that we left up above. Or, I should say, rockets. Also, maybe some of the ammo for the minigun. Yeah, the ammo for the minigun will have to wait for now. Ah, that could be an issue. I am glad that I can two-shot these turrets at least, as it means that I can still very realistically fight them. And there's my level. Do we want to get more points into big guns? We could. Put more stuff towards speech, I think. I doubt there's much that the speech skill can do, but still. Imagine actually shooting a rocket launcher indoors like that. I don't want to. Imagine the fragments. To be fair, we are shooting down fairly long hallways, but still. Yeah. Did I loot these? I don't think I did. Also welcome, Flamba Mamba. Alright, I think we're done with level 4, or level 2? I'm guessing this is 2. Oh, it goes up. Huh. Okay. Well, what's so special about this blocked off room that we need to enter it? I suppose we might be able to repair the power if we look around enough. Oh, the elevator's working down here. Kinda. Alright then. Any security turrets? Nothing. Nothing that I can see at least. Ernest has actually been doing a lot of work here. I'm very happy to have brought him. Although it is a little bit less usual that I do tend to bring Ernest. Repair kits, don't care. Anything that I can actually do with the workbench? Oh. Nope, not really. There's no functioning computers. Ah, there's a mainframe here though. More explosives never hurt anyone. I mean, except the one who ends up receiving the explosives. This is an emergency entry to a lower level. It may open when you... It only opens when you turn on the alarm. Was there nothing here? I think there was nothing here. Yeah, no. The Overseer's Post. Oh. Alright then. Damn it. How far do I have to get away before it decides that I don't exist anymore? Huh. Okay. We're sneaking past that door then. It's weird because the other turrets are actually coded in such a way that you can just end combat as soon as you're out of line of sight, which makes sense. What are they gonna do? Come after you? What's actually up these stairs? Ah. Let's take a look at this. What is this? The key card. That we have. Welcome to the control terminal of Vault the Network. Of the Vault Network. To enter a query, just announce it orally. Who inhabited this vault? Query processing. Wait. The vault was intended for the President of the United States of America, his retinue, and attendants. These remnants of the former government are still alive. No reliable data. According to the surveillance, during a mass escape of the population from the vault, 22% of the inhabitants were killed. The rest managed to reach the outside world. Indirect evidence suggests that the rest of the population could survive and relocate to another government base. What kind of data and what base? Before the mass escape negotiations of the command center with a base of the Pacific according to the system of communication took place. Negotiations of the... This base, known as Poseidon Oil, seems to be the most attractive place for the natives of this vault. Periodically, there are remote requests to receive status information from a governmental vault. In the outside world, nothing of this government is known. Why all the secrecy? Query processing. Wait. Information on the objectives of the government is disclosed. The government program is not available. Oh. Objectives of the government is closed. Okay, so we'll take a look at that holodisk. You mean you understand my words? Negative. My artificial intelligence was abolished by order of the president. I can't make meaningful decisions and initiate data analysis. My task is only to find solutions to the user's request. Where does the information come from? Vault database is constantly updated by robotic tracking systems that manage data input from the outside. Currently operates a line of external communication with other government institutions outside the vault. What do you know about Vault 8? According to the official data, Vault number 8 is used by a private company under government control as a base for growing of insurance products. Note, this information may be outdated and not reflect reality. Wait. What is insurance products? What's that? According to the official data, the insurance project is devoid of intelligence body. The device of this organism allows to make a transplant of his organ. New bodies quickly transform for a new organism. This allows you to extend the life of a person or to deprive him of a serious illness, if any of the organs cease to function properly. but I don't like insurance product. Is this information reliable? Sir, this information is based on official data and may not be relevant. More details can follow in the closed database. It's a lie. It's not up to you, a tin can with no intelligence to tell. Yeah, looks like the problems with my vault is a lot bigger than it seemed before. So, basically, we're all organ harvesters for the president. It sounds like. After the first opening of the large doors that occurred after 34 days, subsequently the doors were opened repeatedly. The latest case happened at 2090. Escape was massive. What was the cause of the mass escape? Increased social instability among the residents of the shelter. In particular, a year before this event was the recorded rebellious riots and attempts at regime change. However, the main reason, deliberate escalation of the situation by the head of the president, which threatened the life and health of the population. The head of the president? The president's head. Established brand name, parts of the body of Mr. Frederick, was the current president of the United States at the time of the murder. The head was recognized as an inanimate object and used as an artificial intelligence and databases. However, it's kept a part of his consciousness and was able to intelligently make decisions. Where is it now? According to previous reports, it is in the bottom floor of the vault in a special computer-controlled tank. Now, interesting. Living head. Huh. An access card in there. I don't know if that's an access card we need. We've already got one. Well, let's take a look here. Oh, it's even darker now. Ah. I presume that is the president. I'm seeing 2 turrets. Is that it down here? Interesting thing is that once Fallout Nevada actually does finish, that will mean that Fallout 4 becomes the week Fallout. Because I will need something to stream during the weekdays, and Fallout 4 just happens to fit the bill. Which will mean that that game will speed up immensely. Activates only in an emergency situation. Alright, let's talk to the president. I guess we do actually need the key card. That's fine. It'll be a rougher fight than before, but we can do it. Oh, they even tried using a minigun on the president. Those turrets are pretty lethal, though. So I imagine that didn't work too well, given how quickly they've been able to dispatch me. However, I doubt the president expected a nuke to come in. I missed. Lord knows how I missed, but I missed. I'd prefer not to keep missing. There we go. How many? We've got a lot left. We're just using explosive rockets, not armor piercing yet. Painkillers. Huh. Laser rifles. Or pistols, sorry. A huge access card for a very powerful door. That's probably what we're looking for. Let's go have a chat, shall we? Tactical rocket loaded and ready to be fired. This is going to hurt. I don't have control of the game right now. What the? Huh. Welcome to our apartment, mister. Sorry, we are not in uniform, nothing to wear it on. Maybe mister will tickle us with a feather, huh? Talking head? Is that real? And you're alive? Mr. Idiot! Mr. President is alive. Where did this Mr. crawl from? If you can't distinguish a live skull from a dead skull, what, my precious, out of ass? What? God damn it. My precious, you should learn some manners! Oops, that's not what I meant. What did you say, precious? Yes, we agree. Such misters should be killed. Everyone who has come out of ass, all of them, must be destroyed. Why does he keep saying out of ass? What? Right now? Are you sure? What? What's he saying, precious? He wants to scare us? Well, let the citizen come out and cling to my eyeglasses. I mean, I wanted to say my finger. What, my precious? I have no finger. Well, then something. Let Mister out. We won't touch him. Do you promise? Can I trust you? Yes, yes, yes. We'll be good. Just let Mister come closer. We haven't seen anyone. We want to see the mister. Yeah, that's not surprising. Psychopath, right? Common psychopathic behavior, pathological lie. Common. Not all of them have it. Now what, you bastard? I've destroyed one of your turrets, I can do the same to the other. Horse killer. Someone tried to poison the president? But he's already dead. Before you is a head with wires sticking out of the upper jaw. It's silent and waiting, looking at you with one eye. You promised you wouldn't hurt me. Why didn't you keep your word? I believed you. The head is silent. Hey, don't pretend you can't hear me. Mister, we are wrong. That's so. Why? We, with my pressers, always wanted good and fought for justice. We didn't want, we swear, it was an accident. This will be no more. Sure, because the turrets are now destroyed. We didn't want. We didn't mean to. Let Mister forgive us. I demand that Mister forgive us. That's an idea. But how would I know that you wouldn't kill me if I'm out that door or the sentry guns are still working? It's them. It's not us. Honest presidential word. Yeah? Yes. They wanted me to kill Mister, but we didn't. But you first said you would kill me. I don't understand this. Mister, have to forgive us. We're just kidding. We won't do it. For some reason, many don't like our jokes. And I never did. Why? I don't believe you. Give me that thing in the room behind you. Actually, let's see. What he says, Precious? Mister, very wise and very courteous. Mr. President likes Mister. If all servants were the same, isn't it, Precious? You've been mistreated. This guy sounds a lot like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. In fact, it seems like it's taken very specifically from Gollum. Mr. President doesn't want to remember the past days. It's a bad memory, but the pressers may recall how cruelly they treated the president last time. They made him cry in public, before all subordinates. Mister never saw such a pitiful sight. What Precious can tell us about why Mr. President is here, not at his legitimate post. Precious, you're not going to tell? Yes, Mister. Don't need to know. But maybe Mister wants a cup of tea? No, darling. We have no time to deal with the tea party. And remember how everyone abused Cola? All had blue tongues. It was so ugly. And what does Nuka-Cola have to do with everything? Quiet! Let Mister do not There. Do not interrupt the president's speech. Well, where is the manners? That's it, Skull. Enough nonsense. Actually, let's see what he has to say. They did not know how dangerous the liquid is. They thought that they were just worried about the bad memories and doubts, but this was different. They thought they controlled everything. That they control everything. The Precious remembers how they laughed at their naive lives. How we laughed at their naive lives. Naive? And what was in the liquid that was such a threat? Oh, Mr. wants to know? But can we tell him? Yes, now, when all these stupid people left our apartment, we can tell Mr. the truth. Sure, I'm listening. They thought that cola is harmless, but they were delivered a special cola. Party to strengthen their central activity of the brain. Yes. Interesting. So cola caused greater anxiety? Oh, yes. Mr. guessed it. But cola does not just increase their emotions, it raised them to selectively. Some time passed, and the poison has seeped deep inside, and they were not able to stop. They went crazy. They fought, they shouted, they beat chairs, each other. And after we've restricted access, they freaked out even more and began to fight to the death. They even beat the president. Mr. President does not want to remember how he was beaten. So they did. Which is probably why you're here. Since that time, we are here. The Precious is also with us from that day. We were considered too important to throw into the trash can. We were reassembled and revived. Probably for a good reason why. And why, you say? You laughed at them being so naive. So you knew in advance that the Vault citizens were test subjects? Not everyone knows that they are experimental. On the contrary, they thought themselves making experiments on the others. You mean experiments with the Vaults? How did Mr. know all these secrets, Precious? Is Mr. related to the secret government circles? What kind of circles? No, I don't belong to them. But I know the Project Vaults. It has long been known. Oh, and again, Mr. President was not notified. Well, it is possible to work with such subordinates. That's for sure. So, maybe I will go now and we'll punish your subordinates so this won't go on. Oh, Mr. wants to leave our apartment? So fast? Why so fast? Because my relatives and fellow citizens wait for me. I need to get them the SOS set. What? The place will become the victim of numerous mutated animals and radio. What? Game, did you just make a logical leap that I did not follow? I'm very confused. Why will it become the victim of numerous mutated animals and raiders? Oh, otherwise the place will become the victim of numerous... Oh. Oh, that's the device. Okay. This is my civic duty. Mr. President, after all he remembers about his people, he's not going to let him die, is he? No, no, no! Precious said that Mr. wants to confuse us. Let Mr. shut up. Make it stop. Come on. I need to go along with the set of SOS. Shut up! Shut up! I don't want... Keep it quiet! Mr. Very strict. Let Mr. leave our apartment. We don't want to hear it. That's right. That's better. Actually. Nothing in here. Nothing in here at all. Well, we beat the president. That wasn't that hard. Guess it's time to just leave. The SOS set? What? I don't know what's going on. This story confuses me. Like, a lot. Supposedly this is the end of the game or something. I don't know. It's a trap. Huh. You are of no interest to me. Where's the rover? I'll talk! He went towards the vault on the other end of the bridge. Just let me go. Lock him up! But I helped you! Hurry! This is the only way out. Cover all access points. You won't get away this time. Men, in position! Go! Double time! Citizen, you have trespassed on government property. Walk out with your hands up, or we'll open fire. And who are you? I repeat, resistance is utile. All exits are closed off. We will let you live if you lay down your arms and walk out with your hands up in the air. Hey, hold up, big guy. Let's talk this out. I've said everything. Oh no, you didn't tell me why I need to surrender alive. A bullet in my skull isn't part of the plan for my body, is it? You're bluffing. I can hear it in your head. Here. Somehow I doubt that. Surrender peacefully. It's best for everyone. A bullet between your eyes will only make my job easier. First, I want answers, Reaper. That's your code name, is it not? You're pathetic. Let's end this. Okay. Shit. Where's the best place to go? This is actually a really bad spot for me. Armor-piercing rockets do a lot of damage, regardless of whether you're in armor or not. A clone. I don't think that's the best place to be standing, buddy. So that does a lot of damage. And that's why. gonna grab that. Refill the ammo I fired into you. Where is he? Right there. Let's go save our buddy. Oh shit, you? What the hell? What did you draw me into, man? Calm down. We don't have... Wait, we don't time to sort things out. What? We don't have time to sort things out right now. Let's go back to the train. Easiest final boss I've ever had. Well. Oh. Laters? Oh, he's sliding quite far. We can probably get one more rocket shot on him. Yeah. I'm surprised I didn't kill him. I have rockets to spare, thanks to your Volt. There we go. That was the actual final boss. Oh, he had a sniper rifle. I feel like we kind of should kill that guy. The game gave me all these resources to fight, and I feel kind of bad just being like, nope. It's fine. We'll go through and massacre each of these men. There's what, 3 of them? 3 of them. This guy's gonna die first. No. Damn it. Let's try that again, shall we? No, neither of those ended up critting. These guys have a lot of health too. Ow. Yeah. Negative 400. That's funny. That's what I was trying to do to him. That's interesting though. Trying to think what we could do. Because this guy is definitely a threat. He's got the minigun. Come on, crit. Yeah, the minigun's just not critting. Which means no damage. Okay. The fuck? 88% isn't high enough, apparently. There we go. That was a crit for 234 hit points. That's what I was looking for. That's what I built this build around. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, no. What is he using? He's taking a lot of damage and not even flinching. Plasma rifle or pulse rifle? Some sort of energy weapon. This would be so much easier. Oh, he's dead. This would be so much easier if I just had armor piercing ammo for the minigun. Because that's how you balance out the fact that it literally can't do anything against most armor. There we go. Ow. What the fuck? What is he using that does that much damage? Well, in that case, he actually just crit me. But still, that's way too much. I'm getting really lucky with these crits. When I wasn't getting very lucky with these crits at all earlier. What the hell, game? What the actual hell, game? There we go. 701 points. Oh. That'd do it. That would indeed do it real good. Oh, there's a lot of dudes around here. Man, I did not look around very much before I went into the base. So he had a Gauss rifle. Or, not a Gauss rifle, Gauss pistol. I think those things just have a high crit chance for some reason. I don't even know if they have anything like this in the original Fallout games, but I think they might. Alright, let's head back. Well, Soul Reaper's dead. We'll have to walk. Alright, let's rest. Fellows, respond. A bird is in the cage. Time to sing along. First gut, preparing. Second gut, preparing. First sang. Second ready. Okay, got you. Wait for the bird. I'll return. Yeah, I'm not surprised about this. Woo, we got betrayed. Actually, what's up? I'm surprised you can hit me from that angle. Back to normal rockets, I guess? Oh, we're out of normal rockets. Back to flamethrower ammo. What? Sir! That is a wall. Okay, he's dead. Goddamn shooting through walls bullshit. Now these guys aren't really... Hey, buddy. That is a mistake, my good man. Let me show you why. Oops. By wandering in a completely different direction. Never mind. And we should still survive this. God damn it. I'm sick of being betrayed. Well, I don't have to give him that extra $1,000, I suppose. I'm gonna head back to Vault City.
Гражданин! Ты меня слышишь? В убежище происходят странные события.
I do believe they forgot to subtitle this.
Возвращайтесь, пока еще не поздно. Мы...
The impact is kind of lost. The Soul Collector is dead. Dead? I can't believe it. I guess only time will tell. So what was the deal you concluded with him? Once the city was in a very... once the city had very unstable social conditions. Criminal vermin flooded the city. Even during the day, no one felt safe. It was practically a civil war. Then he came and offered to restore order to the city. It wasn't an easy decision to make to me. What did he demand in return? Pure souls, as much as he wanted. At first he demanded them twice a year, and then more and more often. And you did not try to resist? My men have always been in awe of the Collector of Souls. I could not resist him. Don't blame yourself. Such a decision was better than a long and bloody struggle with the underworld. You couldn't have known what would happen, or what would become of it down the line. Alright then. I think at this point we need to return to Vault City. Van Slam, if you're watching, and I do hope you are, I really do hope that you can shed a little bit of light on the story, because I am confused as balls right now. You know what? Let me get some ammo. I need power cells. That'll do. Well, everyone's dead. Seems like I missed something. Let's get the device. No, everyone's pretty well dead. You see Jessie. She has a knife in her chest and won't last long. As you get closer, you see that she thrusts the knife into her chest herself. Don't move, save your strength. Pushes you away. No, now I know the truth. I'm just a doll pretending to be a human. Why? I don't want to live with that. Wheezes one final time and goes limp. Jesus. Where is everyone? What happened to the members of Gerlach? Gerlach, sorry. Well, let's check the vault itself. Purely out of curiosity. Oh, I can repair it though. That's funny. The vault was destroyed. Evidence of violence and gunfire make it clear what happened. Stop! Colonel wants to see you. Follow me and don't try anything stupid. Fine, I'll go talk to this colonel. Stop, you scum! Here, you are the person that did all this? You're just in time. It's a shame that we had to chase you all over the state. Me? You must be mistaken. Who are you people? I will ask the questions here. I am Colonel Knight. Now I'm in charge. Your actions in the waste made a lot of stir. We'll have to do a lot of work to fix everything. Colonel, no uncommon in these days. You monkey. How such a pitiful thing like you can make so much trouble? You weren't created for this. Even back at the base, everyone... Oops. Even back at the base, everyone believes that their health insurance does not have the ability to realize their existence, not to mention talk and think for themselves. Health insurance. Is that how people call us? Yes, we do, and you are. Still can't believe it? How unfortunate. I started to hope you'll say something meaningful, but your brain is too small for this. Now let's get down to business. We know that Bohm wanted to steal the ACS component, but he was disrupted, and you are on the list. On one hand, I'm kind of grateful. Otherwise, it would be difficult for us to deal with that son of a bitch. He thought too much of himself. If he would seize control of the cloning facility, then Nevada would become his empire. But now you're here. You will return the component to where it belongs. Bring it to me. You don't have any choice anyway. There's always a choice. I can destroy the device and the whole base with it in order to stop the cloning process forever. Destroy! Ha! Your brain is not made for such a complicated task. The device that you're hiding represents a disk based on a refractory crystal. Do you understand what refractory means? In order to destroy it, you need temperature, which you can only get in a laboratory condition. Just give it to me, and everything will be over. Fine? I'm very confused. Is this not the thing? The story of Vault City remains a mystery for you. After you returned the mysterious device, you left the city and never came back.
Хоторн так и остался заброшенным поселением. Его и без того исчерпанные ресурсы были окончательно разграблены старателями из ближайших поселений. Не выдержав постоянной агрессии внешнего мира, племя Шаенов было вынуждено вновь перекочевать в другое, более спокойное место. Их новое стойбище укрылось далеко в безлюдных горах, и с тех пор о них никто не слышал.
Hopefully you guys can read that.
Весть о гибели Большого Луи быстро разнеслась по пустошам. Это событие развязало руки многим преступным силам, которых тот удерживал в страхе. Победа одной из сторон ознаменовала перелом в гражданской войне Ньюрино. Новая власть была беспощадна к своим противникам, но и те не собирались сдаваться. Город сотрясали диверсии, покушения и бунты. Так Рино охватило пламя войны, а когда пепел развеялся, остались тирания, покорность и железный порядок. Генерал Вескер продолжал свои фанатичные попытки по восстановлению довоенной доктрины в пустошах. Не без вашей помощи ему удалось изменить своих людей в лучшую сторону. Ветер войны стал обязательным пунктом для караванов между Лас-Вегасом и Ньюрино. Борьба за власть и ресурсы Вегаса расколола население на множество мелких сообществ. Каждая из них стремилась урвать кусок побольше. Город оказался охвачен гражданской войной, продолжавшейся много лет. Выродки Вегаса получили законное право жить наравне с другими горожанами. Их существование было тихим и мирным, что развеяло множество недобрых мифов.
Though that I'm happy about.
Солт-Лейк-Сити процветал. Основные предприятия города росли, давая необычайную прибыль и рабочие места, а караваны все чаще стали заходить в город. Чистой воды в городе не хватало, но выход был найден. Солт-Лейк заключил с Лас-Вегасом сделку о поставках питьевой воды. Это оказалось своевременным решением, когда дизентерия еще не успела перерасти в мор. После устранения преступного района, путешественники и караваны стали свободнее передвигаться в окрестностях Солт-Лейка. Это способствовало дополнительному приросту населения и активации новых торговых связей города.
Well, that was one end to Fallout Nevada.
I see trees of green.
And I've got to skip those. Because that's going to result in a copyright immediately. But, yeah, that's not the only end to Fallout Nevada. What? How did I miss with the flamethrower? It's a friggin' flamethrower! Oh, he's dead. 80 points crit. Not bad. Well, huh. By the way, did we actually end up using... Oh, damn it, I used the tactical rocket. I'm kind of annoyed about that, actually. Because I had it in my inventory, it ended up being used just like a normal rocket once the other rocket types ran out. We can technically go through combat again to get it back. I still don't know what that says. They didn't end up subtitling that for some reason. It's strange, they subtitled all of the other cutscenes, but that one, no. I'm not gonna bother with Salt Lake City right now. I might do it next stream, if there's a next stream of this. So, that is interesting. The big twist is that Vault City, or Vault 8, was actually just health insurance for the presidential vault. Keep the president alive. What a twist. Anymore. Oh. Do need that. There's probably a whole bunch of things that I can do, ending-wise, though. We don't actually need the car right now because we can just come back here if needed. I don't know. Oh hey, they got a laser rifle. Woo, how scary. This was a mistake on my part. Whatever. Commit it. Commit to it. Yep. That also was a mistake. Damn it, we're gonna see what happens if we just end up killing him. Huh. Oh, they broke everything. That's interesting. For some strange reason, that one's not a laser rifle user anymore. Yeah, at that range, that would have killed anyone. Oh, damn it, doing this is only 72 health is not good. Anyway, you know what? I think I will go ahead and end it here. But thank you everyone for watching. Next time, alternate endings. Because I want to see the alternate endings. But that is an alright place to end it. We will see next time. Until then, bye everyone, and thank you for watching. If you're not already part of the Discord, do feel free to join. We mostly just talk about random stuff. Right now I'm talking about how much I'm playing Monster Hunter and memeing, as is expected. Other than that, let's see, what's going on? I think that's about it. I want to thank all of my continued supporters: Izzy, 10ace Games, Captain Flash, Alpha MGZO, Walks with Gorillas, and Fairtanium for continuing to support the stream. I will see all of you later.